podcast, baby. I'm a buddy, he's a dude.
And I'm a dude, and he's a buddy.
We are back.
We're back. We're back in the new little energy zone we are in.
It's the same day. We are doing 2 pods on one day here, and I'll say it right out of the top. Bad energy for me on that last
Bad energy.
I was just a little low. And
the agents of Shaitan were a little high.
agents of Shaitan were screaming at me.
At you, telling you dirty, dirty little secrets of the netherworld.
But also, I just got, Danny, he was bringing it. He was riffing. I couldn't even hop in on the riff. I was just a little low key. So what did we do?
Thought you were a little mad at Danny there or something. I did not worry.
No. We don't get mad at Dan.
Don't get mad at me.
We did a nice leg pump.
Had a good workout. It was nice. Got a little leg pump in, and we found out when it's time for us to go. I said it was really. What did I say to you? I'm like, oh man, yeah, I wasn't really feeling that last one at all. I think my energy's out. I'm ready to leave. And you're like, well, Danny, after you are 2 consecutive sets.
When I do 2 sets in a row without you hopping in to do one, I know it's almost time, which happens a lot. Which you get
likewise to you though.
And then I'll also never.
Yeah.
No, I always get my 4.
No, you walk in, you walk out.
I get my 4 though. I never don't do the 4. Sometimes you'll do 2. You'll be on your phone. And I'll look at you. I'll be like, "We done?" And you go, "Oh yeah." and I know that you didn't do 4 sets.
Oh yeah.
There's something, dude, about our gym which I find is interesting because, like, look, we're in Bushwick, Brooklyn. We see guys working out in fucking Tim's. We see guys, dude. I see people in our gym sometimes because when we feel a little lazy or you don't want to go, but then you go to that gym. We got guys with canes,
and
not like old guys with canes.
No,
we're
like
talking
disability canes.
Yeah, and
like bowed leg, going out doing that. But sometimes it's too, or it's just like I don't like. I shake my head, not at the people with the canes and the bow legs and them going out. Obviously, it's like, get your fitness and stuff. But I don't know if you paid attention to that kid yesterday at the squat rack, and he was sitting for 10 minutes in between each set, but not like full blown legs crossed, sitting on the floor while the squat bar was there.
Was something wrong with the boy?
Oh, I think he's someone would say a little light in the loafers.
A little light that just means gay, Danny.
Oh, does it?
Wow, is that what it was?
Yeah, I don't know. Here, I guess a bunch of dads were calling me gay growing up.
Soft in the head, yeah.
Soft in the head, touched by the heavens, light in the loafers.
Oh no, you were getting it all. They were calling you disabled and gay.
Well, they were fully blown calling me.
If you were light in the loafers, but also
fucking retarded. That's what they would fall in, and they'd be like, I think this kid's a little light in the loafers. Fucking retarded.
Oh boy, no, you were taking it from all fucking comers then, buddy.
Oh, I was taking all cum.
All cum comers. For Danny boy.
All the comers. No, actually, I was growing up. I was a nice kid. Like I wasn't really probably called like stupid or like looked at disability of learning. It was probably grade 5.
What?
5?
What do you mean?
That's when I think like
just that whole sentence sounded like you were in a small classroom though, huh? 8 kids?
I had probably
8 kids, big tables, a lot of markers.
I think
that cool teacher you could swear at.
No, it was never swore because it was a respect thing. Never swore at them. It was a respect thing. That's the bad kids were the ones that snapped and said. But I think in grade 5, grade 4 was when they were like, yo, your kid should probably try like learning disabilities, learning strategies. And then we changed into a full blown get out with this. I don't know if I ever told you this. I went to a school called Academy at King Edward, and it was like an old school built one just off of White Ave. And it was from grade kindergarten all the way to grade 12. Never saw the high schoolers. They were upstairs. Never saw them. Never saw them.
Okay, wait. How old were you? Like how long did you go to that school for?
Grade 5 and 6.
Oh, just grade 5 and 6.
Grade 5 and 6.
Never saw the high schoolers.
But they were in the room upstairs.
They were, sure.
Never went upstairs.
So you were in this special place for 2 years. They sent you there because of behavioral things, or they just saw some
behavioral things, but I think it was also like
that's that weird age.
It was a little bit where you were like, oh, I don't really care about like you figured out the easy way of school and you could do the bare minimum, but you were a brilliant mind, but you're troubled youth, as they would say.
Troubled youth.
He was a brilliant mind, but he's a bit troubled.
I was going to say that is
strong-spirited. My mother.
No,
would
that's
say.
the pocket that age where they're like, all right, flip a coin because this kid's either brilliant and there's something in there that we just need to tap into, or or
buddy,
someone's getting stabbed with scissors soon,
yeah,
and this
yeah,
guy's going to be doing some
you'll get a
juvie
kick
time.
out of this, man. I'd have to go, I remember, and do tests, like scan-drawn tests, like filling out things to see, like, have evaluators be like, is this kid ready for regular school, public school? And I remember I would just do it all, and it was in the time where I was like, yo, I think I could probably guess these if I know the pattern, and then I just picked a pattern and went down it like it was a normal school, and then the assessment person got the scan draw and went, oh,
yeah. Ooh.
Because it was like, because I was good at like the riff. I was always good at being like a kid and like making them laugh and being like, oh, this kid's a brilliant, smart-minded kid. And then when it came down to school, they'd be like,
yikes.
Yeah, definitely would have lost that one.
How'd I do on the test? Well, we're actually going to bring your parents in for this one.
Oh, yeah.
This is a family discussion.
Was there ever a time in school where you were like, oh, shit, like these guys think I'm like fucked up?
Did
you ever have to do that, or were you just
no,
like
I never did like the special course. I ended
you always
up
had full classroom sizes?
no, I ended up in one of those bad rooms for a semester in high school because I don't know if I told this on here before, but I was I had a spare, like so I had like an open period, right?
Yeah.
And it got filled like within like 2 or 3 days of like it was like grade 10 or something. And so it got filled, but in my mind I'm like, fuck that, I got this spare. Okay, so now that it just got filled, so
This
what I'm
was going into grade 10 where you like this.
This is grade probably 10. This is maybe grade 9. I think this is grade 10.
Okay.
And I got it filled. It was a woodworking class. I got it filled with, but in my mind, right?
Woodworking.
I was like, okay. I'm like, listen, that was a spare. It just got filled. So what does it matter if I wait a few more days before I head into that classroom, right?
Yeah.
Just make it like.
Oh, you would go like.
I just play dumb, like the fucking my. Sorry, they just filled my agenda. Like I'd walk in there, right? But I'd take 3 or 4 extra days.
Okay, yeah.
So I walked into that class 4 weeks later, just like nothing had happened, and I just walked through, and the teacher looked up and went, nope, and I just had to turn around and walk out, and then I ended up in a tiny classroom for like that, and that's when it was like, oh, things were starting to kind of, the glue was coming undone.
I always had tiny classrooms, probably from grade 4. I think the biggest class size, like, well, I guess high school it was regular, but we were in a small kind of school, so we didn't really have too many kids.
How high were the fences, Danny?
8 feet tall.
Barbed wire on top.
8 feet tall, and then we had.
Zap ya?
I thought he was a janitor, but he was a fence walker.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, to make sure we'd stay inside. And I remember Brandon, God bless his soul, but he'd always try and he'd be like, "We can get out of here," and he would try and gnaw away at the chain link fence.
Right on.
Yeah,
I'm getting a good picture where you were educated at this point.
Yeah. And then we got the one kid that had onset anorexia. I don't think he had really like.
What is onset anorexia?
Onset anorexia is the kid's anorexic, but he's malnourished, really, like, and like super skinny, like POW style. And then we would make him, we'd make him try and put his hand through the chain link fence to see if he could reach the latch. Because the latch only came 6 feet tall. And then the rest of the...
Oh, I could get up there.
Yeah, you have to be a tall man.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what the fence...
Grown boy, yeah.
The fence worker was a tall man.
I used to wander into... we had breakfast club at my school.
Oh, okay.
Where that's where they would feed the underprivileged... The kids that didn't get to eat at home.
Yeah.
Right? But...
that had to leave early before their dad...
And I might have said this too before, but I was like a hobbit, man, because I just liked second breakfast, right? So I would fucking show up to school. I would show up with like fucking... Nutella already on my shirt and just go in there and just dust second breakfast. But I was getting fed at home.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just going in there and doubling up.
Yeah.
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
The little boxes of cereal.
We used to go into the school and we had like this, it was kind of like a UNICEF program, but it wasn't for like immigrants or not. It was for like disabled people in the school. Because that's what we had to do, right? When we started.
So your peers.
Yeah. But I was like body abled, so I'd have to be like, oh no, we'll go out. It was like a bottle drive, but it was more.
This one has soup of the legs.
Yeah.
You, Danny, have soup of the mind.
Yeah. It was more like when you go to doors and you're like, oh, we're doing a bottle drive, but this one was like, oh, hey, like we have like these disabled kids. Can we have your coins?
Yeah.
So then we would get that, but my buddy, he was kind of smart, right? He was like me, but more like. In the pocket, and he was. Yeah, and
I'd love to put a piano in front of this guy.
yeah.
That was your final test at that school. Huh?
Yeah,
They just bring you in, they put a piano in front of you. Anyone who couldn't play, they're like, "No, he's actually dumb."
Yeah.
There's nothing here. There's no extra.
The
thing
keys
that we're
always
missing.
stayed glossy because I'd be drooling.
Yeah.
And then we would go and we would take the money.
Of course.
Yeah. And I'd give it all to him. I was like, "No, man, I can't have this. This is for you."
Well, I got voted treasurer once.
You did?
in grade 8. No math skills whatsoever, nothing. And all I did was campaigned for it and was like telling people after we did after the assembly, I was just going out to people like, vote for me, vote for me, vote for me. And I remember the one girl in my class who was actually smart and deserved the job. I remember she heard me when I was like, vote for me. She's like, that's not allowed. I'm like, you fucking run your campaign, I'll run mine. And then I got in and I fucking hated it because now every day I have pizza day, fucking milk day, whatever. I had to go in there and just count fucking money. I was like, what was this for? It was a flex. I just wanted to like get in. Do something that looked okay.
Yeah, I believe that.
But God damn it, to this day, God, I wish she got the crown there. I really took something from somebody who was working towards a bigger picture at that point.
I'm just kidding, by the way. I didn't steal all that stuff. I thought we were playing a game, and then I realized that like these are things you actually did.
Yeah, no, I was kidding. I mean, Danny, at this point, the fact that I didn't even flinch when you told me you stole that, you stole fucking UNICEF money, and I was just like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, he's doing it with a handicap kid. He's all right.
Oh, that's...
No, but I did like have all those schools. I just didn't have that UNICEF thing or anything like that.
Okay.
What I did was like I was at like an academy at King Edward. It was called, look it up. It's over on like White Ave, just off of White Ave. And that was like, but it reminded me of like Xavier's gifted school for the gifted minds.
Well, there is one thing that happened that this is what I've been thinking about, because I thought about this recently. I was trying to write a joke, and then this came into my mind of a thing, because I remember this one trip that I went on. Because I think about defining moments in our lives, right? We all have defining moments. Mm-hmm. Some of them you don't even really remember. Some are just obviously major things. It can be anything, being fired from a job, having a kid. Like there's many defining moments, whatever.
Yeah,
getting
you
in an
know
accident.
what I mean? You get all these superpowers, and your uncle gets killed and murdered, and you could have
You
stopped
get bit
the
by a
person.
spider.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Any of the above. But then I thought about what was a defining moment for me. And I remember this class trip we went on. It was grade 8.
Yeah.
Trip to Ottawa. Nation's capital.
Ottawa.
Canada.
From your school in your little town.
We went to the Big Stink. And we had a busy day that day. We did several things. We went to a science center. We went to a museum. We also went out to eat somewhere, and I ended up breaking 3 glasses. That's a whole different thing. That was the problem as well.
Broke 3 glasses
I
intentionally?
broke 3. No, it just kept happening. It was weird, man. There was forces at work. But anyways, we went into this museum. We went shopping the day. We were there 2 days, right? So we went shopping on one of the days.
Yep.
Got to go into a mall for like a couple hours. You country kids in a mall. They had the It store. Did you have the It store?
Like
it was like a joke store, like a prank store.
Like
it had
Spencer's Gifts?
No, it had actual prank shit and like
what? Like you pick up a display thing and then
it would have the flower that squirts or the handshake that zaps you, like shit like that.
Oh, okay, like an actual store for like street
clowning
performing clowns
around
and stuff. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, for losers.
Yeah.
For cool kids and adult losers.
Yeah, for Grant McEwen artists.
Whoop.
Yep. Sorry, I saw a fly on that thing. And
there is a fly on the softbox. Don't worry about that, Danny. Get it out of your head. Yeah. It's not gonna hurt you, dude.
It's like
you
that. It's when the fly is on the TV screen, and then you're like, is that in there or not? And then
you're here all night.
Yep.
You can chase that fly.
I will.
There. I almost came right
so
to you.
close,
That was actually that was
little
one
fucking
of the, you
penis
thought
fly
that was
trap.
close, but I saw it wasn't.
Well.
Anyway, so I went into this It store, and I knew about this thing because me and my friends had gotten it before. They had fart spray there.
Oh, I know that stuff. That stinks.
But it's so bad.
Yeah.
But you had to get it from under the counter. You had to know about it. You had to ask for it.
Yeah.
They didn't just have it out.
Because the kid, they would spray
you just
outside.
grab it and spray it.
Yeah.
So you had to ask for the fart spray, and then they'd reach under the counter, right? It's like getting like fucking top shelf liquor or something, right? You got to ask. Somebody's got to get a key for
the
it.
Hennessy of flatulent sprays.
So I got a can. Right? Now, I mean, I'm cruising. I'm on a class trip, and I got a can of fart spray. We're going, right?
They call it bear mace still, but it's just a big old, like, actual gay bear on the side there farting it out.
Bear bum mace.
Yeah.
It was, so I got that, and I also got my hands on this. Did you ever know about these putties? It looked like a little jar of Play-Doh, and when you press down on it, it made fart noises. Yeah. All right. So I'm set.
I've been known to frequent the It store a little bit, but they didn't call it the It store. They called it
Shoppers Drug Mart in Edmonton.
Yeah. They called it a dollar store, Dollarama, right on 82nd and Stadium.
So I had these things, and I remember We were at I think we were at the science center first. I remember I hit a buddy with this fart spray, and I remember he snapped because it stuck to him like he smelled like this. It was so fucking funny, but he was raging mad, right?
Of course.
And there was a scene that was made because he like attacked me. It was really good.
You sprayed him and he.
I got a big. Oh yeah, I hit him with a big one, and then as he came at me, I was still spraying it. Like it was just like it was awesome. At all. Not at all. Okay, so that happened. We got
field trip skunk. Jarrett Campbell, the skunk.
Got a talking to, but the spray didn't really come. It was just like, okay, we're in trouble. Everybody knew something stunk, right? He didn't rat. I was like, that's great. Then later on, though, we're at this. We're being taken around. We're in a group, and we're being shown different fucking, different exhibits at the science center. Mm-hmm. And I got this fucking fart spray. Oh, the fart putty, right? And I'm just saying, like, and every time they're talking, they'll be like, we're broken up into like groups of like 12 of the chaperones. They'd be like, it's really quite fascinating. I was just from the back, and then you have like 8 kids going. All right, I'm just ruining it, right? One time I do it, and there's a teacher that had been like they got the floating.
Oh yeah, they're
all
on Hawk status now.
Sure.
Man.
Yeah. So you got the one that's up front, and then you got the floater, right?
Oh,
the floater.
Mr. Fendrick, the Falcons, like stiffing around.
Dude, the floater got me from behind, right? And they caught me doing it, right? And then so they snapped on me, okay? And then somebody brought up the fart spray, and now I got pinched for fart spray.
What is this, day 1 on the?
I think this was day 2 because I think we went shopping on the first day.
Yes.
And then that was the day we went eating, and then we did this shit on the second day. So I get caught on that. So they're going from a science center to a museum. And I am not allowed to go. No, sorry. It wasn't the museum. No, it wasn't the museum. It wasn't the museum. We did the museum in the science center. And then they were going to Parliament. We were going to Parliament.
You can't be in Parliament with a fart spray can.
So they tell me I'm not allowed to go to Parliament.
What, you're going to like Old City Hall or whatever?
Dude, we're going to like, what do you mean? We're going to like the fucking, but we're going to see like the.
I thought you said you went to Toronto for a trip, not.
Ottawa.
Oh,
Ottawa.
Shit.
I'm in Ottawa.
Sorry, I thought you said Toronto.
No, I'm in Ottawa.
Oh, God bless your heart. Okay, now it makes sense.
Okay, and then so they're going to Parliament. I'm not allowed to go to Parliament now.
Yep.
All right, and in my mind, I'm like, worth it. This was fucking awesome.
Doing your
but
little.
I end up getting put on. Remember, I'm just talking about defining moments in my life, right? And so I've been thinking about this. I got put on a bus, the bus that we had all come on, and so everybody else in my class got to go to Parliament and learn about their body of government and what have you, right? And I had to sit on this bus, which they drove out to this fucking dirty old parking lot, like an hour away, dude. And I just had
probably the shit parking lot in Canada where buddy's like, I'm
sure.
gonna smoke cigarettes till these kids come back.
Near the old Corral Center, right?
Yeah. This guy's drinking Labatt 50s
and I'm like,
break.
and I remember sitting on this bus, and I had to sit there for like 3.5 hours. Well, all these old bus drivers just smoke cigarettes, dude.
Laughing, putting Baileys in their Timbs.
Dude, no, they weren't even like, these guys were miserable. Like, they were just like, I mean, these were like old fucking dudes who were just, they were driving around shit kids all day, right? And then when one got stuck with me, like, what the fuck are you going to do with this kid?
This was his private time, and you're fucking it up all because of your little farts.
And my French teacher was the one that stuck with it. And this was the guy that I've told you about before that just sat in his car and just smoked darts all day at school.
They left you with the French teacher?
They left me with the French teacher and the bus driver. So we went to say he just went with them to smoke darts. He didn't want to go to fucking Parliament.
I could give no shit about this Parliament. Like, fucking Trudeau and all these stuff. The pricks fucked me over in the 70s.
So yeah, exactly. So while all of my classmates are in the Parliament buildings and being shown around and seeing, getting access to places.
Yeah, the beautiful architecture, looking how legislation works, all that stuff.
I'm sitting there watching fucking Mr. Mills and a bunch of bus drivers just hack dart after dart after dart. And I'm like, I think that moment set the tone for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Like, I think that was like a thing where I'm like, that stuck with me.
You're like, forever, I will never have this moment again.
I'm just like, it's just the contrast between what my friends were learning about versus what I was just sitting and watching.
Did you at least have the fart can still left?
They're long gone, dude. I wish I would just be sitting there.
Yeah, putting your hand on your armpit.
Oh, I wish.
Just farting.
But I was like, what? Like that. it was just like that's kind of the contrast between some of the people I ended up, going through school with and seeing how well they did, and then I was the guy just skipping and being out in the smoking section and getting high and smoking cigarettes, and I was like, you didn't see what I saw on that day.
Yeah, you were in the smoking section of the school bus.
That's right.
That day, and everybody was learning about the nice things of being a good citizen and providing via the tax-paying dollars and assistance and all that. And then they're just thinking about you. And I'm old Jerry sitting in the back there smoking cigs.
The darkest part is I was probably sitting there looking at these guys being like, fuck, I can't wait to be a bus driver that smokes cigarettes.
Fuck, man, these guys got it good. Drive some kids around just to Ottawa, and then you get to chill all your life.
Yeah, so, man.
That's good.
That's just a thing that happened. But you know what, Danny? That's enough about me. Why don't we check in late?
We should do a late check-in.
Why don't you go ahead, buddy?
It's a little bit. We were playing the intro. I'm feeling good, man. If you're noticing this cast and you're watching it, the eyes are a little bit glossy. Had a little hit from the apple pipe. Why? Because I wanted to. Real good. And we made smash burgers. We had a good leg out workout. Made some smash burgers for the first time. Very interesting thing. Didn't have the appropriate utensils, I feel, to get that perfect little smash consistency.
You figured it out.
I figured it out. I wanted a nice shape, though, Jarrett.
Yes.
That's what I really wanted to, and I think I just got an oblong polygon fucking lake-looking land.
Medulla oblongata.
Oblongata, get a
but
better
those
shape.
were good. That was tasty.
They're very tasty, and I like the smell of the paprika mixing with the thing, with the meat. All things considering, throughout the day, I'm still gonna say I'm 7'5".
7'5".
7'5".
That's a good spot.
Yeah.
What was I? 5'5"?
You were 5'5".
All right. 6'2".
Oh, 6'2". Look at that. A tall, handsome man right there.
I'm above 6. I mean, the gym always helps. The gym always helps. It was nice to get a fucking workout in. It was nice to get some of the demons out.
And we always have a nice laugh. That's what I noticed. No matter what, even if we go to the gym, we'll always have one or two look at each other's smirks like.
Oh, the gym's a good time, man.
Look at that.
The gym's a good time. I really like it there. And I think what I was talking about before that we got away from is I was saying I see people at our gym that can like not even walk and they're still working out. So it just always motivates me to be like, what do we got? What's our fucking excuse?
Nothing. You know? It's just laziness. At the end of the day, that's what you look at it where it's like, okay, do you want to do it or do you not want to do it? We're not physically in harm or in pain or anything like that. It's just lack of clear, distinct motivation.
There you go. What are you drinking there, Danny?
I'm drinking a Health Aid kombucha. You know what I mean? I wanted something.
Buckley's.
I wanted something that's not like a juice, but it is a juice. But it's something that gives me a little kick. That's healthy, but also like I don't know, man. I've been as much as you've been
tea for a happy gut.
Yeah, as much as you've been walking around having those days dwindle and mine rack up. I've been wanting to a lot.
Drink.
Yeah, just a sip.
Let me tell you, buddy,
Sip.
It ain't worth it.
I know it's not worth it. I got to go 3 to 5 years, which is amazing, and I want to rack up the streak of 30 more days, and I'm at a hundo.
70 days, buddy. I'm proud of you. So you got 70 under your belt already.
It's all right.
Very good.
It's more like, I don't know, dude. It's fucking...
Excuse me.
Substituting the urge with a lot of marijuana these last couple days.
Well, that is another thing. I mean, eventually that you probably have to figure out a balance there. How long does an apple pipe actually last?
Probably a day or two.
Can't be longer, right?
No, I'll take a bite after. See, that's when it's truly done.
Keep her together for the evening.
Yeah. Made a good one with the nice little...
That was good. You cored it. Had a perfect little core.
Popped it in there, cleaned it, boom, threw it in there and stuff, but we'll have it.
I think it was my first time, and coming from somebody who made...
my medicine.
I made bongs out of everything growing up.
It's my medicine.
I think that was my first apple pipe.
That one?
I think so.
Buddy, I had a buddy make a...
I don't remember, so I had to have at one point. Like, there's no way it wasn't tried in high school. I think I smoked out of fucking...
I've smoked out of a banana. I've smoked out of a pie. I mean, not a pie, an apple. I've smoked out of a pineapple. I've smoked out of a watermelon. That didn't work out. It didn't work out for us at all. We just started sucking watermelon juice and fucking ruining
you're getting little seeds in there?
Well, it was just really wet, and I think the way that we did it and cored it wasn't MacGyvered enough, to goodness, but... it was still all right. We ended up eating the pineapple and just doing gravity buckets after, so it was a pretty good time regardless. But watermelon, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Who knew that there would be a bunch of liquid in watermelon?
Yeah.
And that's it. I don't know.
I like that.
Yeah. I think whoever should be able to, if you want to smoke, like you got to be creative too.
I think that's one of the greatest things about stoners are some of the most creative people. It's just it's so the aperture is so narrow, right? Like they're very creative when it comes to just means to get high.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Creative with food and stuff like that.
And some of them
like
are creative too. I get there's people that are obviously like very musically inclined or anything.
But you're
like
saying like
artistically.
weed related, like
there are dudes who can build you a bong out of anything.
Oh yeah,
right.
That's pure ergonomics, bongonomics.
But most of those guys went to school with an 8-foot fence around them.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where we all learned together.
Exactly.
Research and development.
It's like going to prison. You only come out a better criminal. You come out a better dummy.
To be honest, man, when I was up in Fort Mac working and stuff, I had my own little cookbook and I make all these little things and like the way that you'd make the food and get it and all them. Everybody was like, yo, dude, you'd be a sick like jail chef.
Yeah.
And I think I would like that.
I think that's the only thing you would like there.
No, a lot of books. I'd probably like the Brotherhood too as well.
Oh, you would like the Aryan Brotherhood, no doubt.
No, I would stay away from those guys because the values don't align. I'd probably just be like a guy that'd be like chill, work out a lot, try and like just read and stay out of trouble and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then
you're gonna go it alone.
Yeah, but I come out not alone. I don't know. I think I'd probably have to get hooked up in some kind of thing. I definitely probably would ruffle a lot of feathers.
You get in with the Latin Kings.
Oh, I would be a person who, tries to play along with a lot of the races, and then one day I would have to probably definitively take a stand and be like, fuck, But I wouldn't want to go with like the neo-Nazis and racists. I think I would probably just like...
Well, first, let's be clear. All of the segregated gangs within prison have a racist agenda.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like in all. It's just like, yeah, as a white guy, your option is fucking Aryans, which is not too nice.
I'd probably chill and like be like a book guy and like read in the gym, but also like I'd be in the gym, but then also a little bit in the library and stuff, and I'd hook up with like those like the Muslim guys, like the ones where like and then they'd be like in with this group where they'd be like, oh no, he's just trying to find his way and stuff. And obviously I'd have to like bang with a couple people and throw hands.
He probably
and shit.
would.
But I would just like to play it on the fence where like they try and convert me, but I'm like Christian and I'm like, hey brother, we got out of here. And he's like, yeah, we all children of God, no matter what you call it. Allah, God.
I could see you coming out extremely spiritual.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I could see that.
I would go in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you already would be going in there with...
Dude, I already am, though. Like,
no, I know.
Super like that in a way where it's just like... But I don't think I'd be hard enough for jail, to be honest. Like, all those things. Because there's some days, dude...
Be hard enough for the shower.
Oh, buddy, fucking don't even need to drop the soap when I'm in your ass. Look at that. You know what it is? Yeah. I come in, I slide into the jail and go, I dropped my soap. But I'm looking like a chicken turkey with a gaper. Just
crawls into the shower.
Skirting across.
Yeah. Just looking for my soap. I left my soap down here somewhere.
God. I swear I put it on a rope. I found my rope, and I'm holding on to some huge cock. Like, yeah.
It's the rope that's around your neck, and the guy walking you on a fucking leash.
Or I'm like getting everybody organized for like some kind of like play and getting all the Kool-Aid on their lips and shit like this.
You always have
let's go.
Always have a black eye or a fucking guy. You've always been freshly pummeled.
Yeah, just beat up. Shit, dude, that would suck so much being in a jail fight because you'd have to fucking go crazy, dude.
I've watched so much prison shit and it scares the fuck out of me.
I wouldn't want to.
Especially here in America, man, the American prison system. Anytime I see somebody like getting arrested here in New York, I'm like, there are always people that have that look like this is just a part of their life going in and out. But I'm always like, oh, can you imagine going to a New York jail tonight? Getting thrown into a New York jail? Yeah. I wouldn't want to do it.
I definitely wouldn't want to do it. Why would you?
But you would. I think you would bring that kind of spiritual element that you already do have going on. By the way, you were going to smudge this place of the bad energy from before. You didn't, but it's okay. I think we've picked it up. I think
we got a little. I will smudge when I got back. I smudged from Edmonton, but I'll smudge while you're gone.
I would like that,
and I will get
in my room.
I'll make new energy. We'll get rid of all the other stuff. And we're going to go good. When's the last time you cried? Have you had a good cry?
45 minutes.
That's what you were in so long.
Shower. Yeah. Oh. I haven't had a good cry in a minute. Oh, actually, I know when.
When?
When I was watching the 4th episode of the Tragically Hip documentary. Gord Downey. May God rest his soul.
God rest his soul.
Just a Canadian fucking hero and icon. Dude, it was so good, that doc. And it was like, I'm not a big Tragically Hip fan, but I grew up with Tragically Hip. just profound amount of respect for them as a Canadian band, Gord as a fucking Canadian dude. And yeah, man, episode 4, it gets heavy, and it did it to me.
Is that where they find out?
And I was alone. It's all a part of it. Yeah, he gets sick, obviously, and then it's that, and then him trying to, successfully coming back to do that last tour.
Oh, that's where it
leads
is.
up to the last show.
Was this the long road?
It's called. Oh my god,
Is it a
was
new one that just came out? Or
Yeah,
is
it
this
just came
one
out
from like
Gord
2
Downey's
years ago?
brother did it. No, it just came out. It's on Amazon.
Yeah.
And all roads lead to
Rome.
that final show in Kingston, which is, dude, I'm forgetting right now if it's 1 or 2. It's either the most or the second most watched thing in Canadian history.
I was at the Fringe in Edmonton for it, and we do basically everybody after everything went right to all the beer tents, everybody's thing. It was that was one of the craziest moments of Canadian history. I felt like
doing a shitty fucking comedy show in Goderich that night. And I was with some comics, but I remember Nigel Grinstead went up and made the joke that was so fucking good in that moment. He goes, well, he's like, me and Gord Downey have a lot in common tonight. Both just slowly dying on stage. Oh, fuck yeah. But no, that was like such a heavy moment. And it was on where we were like playing. It was one of those things where it was on while we're doing the show. We shouldn't have been doing comedy that night.
Yeah,
like,
no, that's like Olympic, that's like gold medal Olympic hockey.
I
where
know.
You're just like, what the fuck?
And I wish I had treated it as such, but I did not. I literally just bombed in a shitty fucking town. But yeah, dude, watch that. Any Canadian should watch that. And even if you're not Canadian, you just like music and you like fucking being inspired, I think that's a really cool.
Yeah, definitely good.
It's a definitely good documentary to watch. You don't even have to like the hip.
The soundtrack's sick. It's going to be great.
What? If you like the hip, you're going to like the soundtrack.
And if you don't like the hip, I don't think you're a really good guy.
It's cool because it's his brother, so it's like got this real fucking heart to it.
And then that's what evoked the sadness from you that just made you cry. Just the feeling of Gord going gone, and then
I think it was watching the world around him coming to terms with his death and his passing, because seeing how much he meant to everybody, and then when you get to that final show. And now at this point, you know exactly what you're watching, and you know this is the end. And, and the way that this guy quite heroically was able to do, well, it was brain cancer, right? Like he was months before that show and leading up to it, he couldn't really speak, couldn't remember lyrics. He was doing an interview with Peter Mansbridge, and he had he tells him in the interview, this part chokes you up, because he looks at his hand. He goes, yeah, Peter, just to show you, I have your name written on my hand so I don't forget it while we're talking. And you're like, holy fuck. And this whole time he's doing that, he's talking like kind of about doing this tour, and everyone's like,
well, I watched one of the documentaries, and he had signs on, like
color coded, I think, like lyrics and shit, right? So he knew when to go in high or low. Like it was really like, but then by the end he was starting to really get it again, and he actually understood it, and he really, like, I don't know, I feel like there was a greater energy and power at work that brought him to a place where he could actually physically do that.
100%.
I think
Lord Jesus and the Almighty Creator.
Yeah, well, to each their own, right?
Yeah.
The universe.
I guess it might not be Jesus necessarily, but definitely the allspark of a life.
But it was fucking cool.
Yeah, I like that.
It was cool. And Gord's just an all-time fucking Canadian. And dude, that band, Tragically Hip, Canada's biggest band ever, has and biggest band in terms of guys that never really left Canada, but and they did. They went everywhere. Don't get me wrong.
They went everywhere.
They're not, like, Neil Young is bigger. Like we have, Rush is bigger, but Canada's biggest band, and they have 2 guys named Gord. Tell me something more fucking Canadian than that. 2 guys named Gord in the most Canadian band ever.
Drummer and the singer?
I think it was the one guitarist. Or the bass player and the singer. But to have 2 Gords, I mean, come on now.
If one's only lucky to have 1 Gord in your life, you're blessed with 2. But God bless you.
Those people inspire me. You brought up to me the other day, you were talking about suicide rates and how dentists
on a high suicide rate, yeah.
Is that what is that?
I think it's just because it's just like we were talking about, like, jobs being alone, where it's just like you can't, like, I couldn't personally do a job alone where I needed to have social interaction, but I think the dentist is because it's such like a you're looking at people's shitty mouths all day and stuff. They're not covered on benefits, or you're dealing with that kind of things. But I think it's because you have the person in front of you and you want to communicate and talk so bad, but they can't because their mouth's all full of utensils and everything.
Oh, you think it's that you're not getting the communication?
Yeah, you're not getting the communication. Yeah, you work with people, but then you're also just dealing with a shitty like butthole mouths where they're like gross and disgusting. You're blasting plaque away, and you want to talk into people and interact, and they're all like,
yeah. Well, here I looked up a list. I tried to look up several different lists.
oh, you did? Okay, we got a game.
I got one.
All right.
And there is one. So again, all the lists vary a bit. They all have the same types of people, kind of within it, but some have it. I think it all has to do during where we're at economically and stuff too for some of these.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah,
so different times affect different
like
different
in
types
the 30s,
of work.
it'd be like coal miners would be the first ones to kill themselves.
Exactly. So now here what I have before me. There is one ahead of dentists.
What is dentist? Top three?
It's number 2.
Dentist is number 2.
But this is a very similar profession.
I'd probably say small town Ontario bus driver.
Yeah, that's exactly the same as being a dentist. You fuck.
No, that's what you want to kill yourself. He's got kids with fart machines when
I was
they should
just
be learning
gonna
to
say,
be politicians.
buddy, I can tell you something from sitting in the on the other side of that fucking window and listening to those men. Those men have way too much pride to kill themselves.
Yeah,
way too much pride.
The one that goes above.
Yeah, it's very similar. It's in the same realm of jobs.
Oh, like doctor and dentistry?
Yes, medical doctors. Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Medical doctors and then dentists we have here as 1 and 2.
Wow.
Now, care to guess number 3. Now we're moving into now we're going a little more blue collar, but still not just your average job.
Blue collar, not, shit, I don't know, like a farmer?
Danny, it's crazy that you said that because I would have never guessed farmers, but it's not number 3, but they're on this list.
Okay.
Farmers are on the list of top 10 people
10?
that kill themselves. Yeah. And again, that one I would suggest heavily plays into economical times. What's happening?
Yeah, definitely, for
right?
sure.
Are you in a fucking recession?
Oh,
Is the
yeah,
fuck, our
yeah,
crops
you
getting
got a
decimated by
drought.
Yeah, exactly.
You got a carbon tax coming inbound.
No.
I would say it's blue collar working, top 3.
It's blue collar, but it's like, yeah, I think it's considered blue collar. It's blue. It's blue as fuck. One might say they bleed blue.
Police officer.
Yes.
Oh. I wouldn't say that's blue collar worker trade.
It's considered blue collar.
Police officers blue collar?
It's considered that, I think, but that's why I was saying it's not like what you would
blue
think.
collars would be like trades workers.
Yes, that's
like
no. That's what I would.
Mechanics and shit like that.
That is 100% what I would consider blue collar as well. But I'm pretty sure other people do define it as a blue collar worker.
Yeah, I could definitely see like that because it's like almost like a thankless job kind of in an aspect.
It's a motherfucker.
Where everybody
of a job.
thinks you're a piece of shit, but then it's like your call is literally going to everybody's worst day. You know what I mean? Like police aren't getting invited to pizza parties and fucking.
Everybody hates a cop until they need one. That's
Yeah.
what they say.
And then especially with like a lot of people always talk shit about police officers and stuff like that, but.
Yeah, so, yep, police officers. Next up, I don't think you'd ever get this one because I would never, but we got veterinarians on there.
Yeah.
I think you put down enough fucking puppies and you're literally watching the thing that gives people the most joy in life.
Oh, yeah, they're
and
best
you're
friends.
taking its
Watching
life.
them die, all
But
that
again,
stuff.
I don't know about this fucking list, dude.
I could see like veterinarians almost too.
We got financial services. We got real estate agents. Now we're going super blue collar. We do have electricians on here, but why electricians? I saw another one though.
Because they're wiring the rafters the whole time, and they're like, "Man, I wonder if I'd
this
go
could
get-"
hold me.
Yeah, exactly.
This could hold me.
Solid building from the guys who
Good
came
bones.
in before me.
Yeah, good bones. No, but I did see a list that had that more broad, where tradesmen are just collectively on there. Carpenters, electricians.
Yeah.
Then we got lawyers.
Yep.
Then we got farmers. And then pharmacists.
Pharmacists, because they're always getting yelled at and shit.
All those pills in front of them all the time.
pills.
Those
Oh,
little
little
pills.
missing here.
No, but it's an interesting list. So yeah, they said a lot of the.
When
I did
was this,
see
research.
this one is actually quite recent. This is like this year's, and this is sourced from several different reputable sources.
Yeah, morgues.
But
several
again,
different morgues.
It's like no, but they did have a lot of the guys. Like it was not just. I did see electricians, carpenters, HVAC people, like that whole line of work.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're saying the number one stress still across all of these positions is financial.
Mm-hmm.
It's still coming down to people not having enough money, going broke. But I feel like when you're talking about that class of guys,
Those class of guys, some
those
of them
guys
are
lost
like
it on the
straight degen. They're fucking gotta
They
pay,
lost it
pay
on
for
the
their
ponies.
cars.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
their wife's getting banged out with their different on
Yeah.
a hitch. You know, all
Yes.
this stuff. Kids paying $14,000
like
a
a
year.
cop,
for,
you can understand why you're killing yourself.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have PTSD. You're
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 just
seeing
picking up a baby scraped off the floor.
Exactly. Medical doctors, same thing. You can understand why that would be. Also, you have that tat of you're probably quite a brilliant person, right? That's can also affect people's minds. But then when you're telling me that carpenters and plumbers are at the top, like these are guys that went to Vegas, took a fucking beating,
Or they get their
blew up their marriage by banging a prostitute,
or they get their first field and then they realize that they just get run out of a job because they're a shitty human being. So they got to switch trades, and then it's like always lands on HVAC. That's why they blow their brains out.
Oh, all roads lead to HVAC,
Yeah,
huh? At the end of the day. Oh,
Well,
I like
it's actually
that.
pretty funny. You got to put the body on ice. You got to
Oh,
put them in
yeah,
the
dude.
furnace. All that stuff. HVAC. It's a full circle. Then you got the pipe fitters coming in beforehand, figuring out the ironwork.
It's like it's funny because like everybody else's job, has this specific thing that you could point to as to why it happens, and then you have these collection of people that make up a really big part of just pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Like they're so obviously fucking awesome people in every trade.
Yeah,
But it's so
exactly.
funny.
It's like, I live over here, but I'm spending most of my time in this shithole camp out of the year.
Oh, that's
3 months
another
at home,
thing.
9 months away.
Yeah, you're
And then you
working.
gotta come back just to like bullshit like taxation.
You're in Fort Mac, then your paycheck's getting cut in half when you get home.
I make $9,000 this month. I'm only getting paid out 3. You're like,
So-
where's the other 6?
Some of these guys, I'm sure, like their only means is to like go out there and make that money, and God bless them. But some of these guys, I think, probably also love being away from their fucking families.
100%.
They don't want to be home. They can
100%.
go out there. They can be degens.
They'd rather just make that money and work, and then when they look
can't-
at it, where they go back home and they go, oh, if I'm not working, I'm not making money, and we're spending it all on this. I don't even like this chick. She doesn't even blow me anymore.
But you
That
can't
fucking snotty.
can't
nose
kill
one.
yourself in front of the boys, though.
No,
that's the thing, right?
no.
That'd be you got to wait till you get home. You got to do it in front of your family.
Yeah.
You got to scar your family with the
For
suicide.
sure,
It can't
yeah.
be out there. You don't
You gotta
want to
make
be
a lasting impression of your father.
You don't want your legacy to be the guy that fucking blew his head off on the fucking job site, right?
Sitting in the fucking Jack and Jill with a rifle in your mouth.
Yeah, you remember when Pouty fucking took his life last year?
Was a fucking pussy. Couldn't even finish his job. Look at him. Can't even finish life.
Yeah, so God bless him. And then if you ask me too, I mean, this list is skewed because on nowhere do I see comedian. And
Yeah.
that should be 1 through 10.
Imagine though that it's like you have to like
The arts are-
stage your suicide just so people don't think you're a fucking pussy.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, like
you have to look like your head got fucking crushed.
Yeah, you're leaving like a little bit of blow everywhere, like a whole bunch of like
Uh-huh.
make it like a party scene, but you didn't even do anything. You had maybe a snack wrap before you left, and then you just said, "I'm gonna go out a fucking legend," and then you just
Well, I was thinking from watching Landman. He's that new Billy Bob Thornton show,
yeah.
right? And like I never really, I always knew how fucking dangerous and crazy it is to work on the rigs, those guys. But holy fuck, like what an insane.
oh yeah, man.
Like, drilling for oil is like the most dangerous job.
Well, one of the most dangerous jobs I think is an underwater welder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've heard that as well.
That's like the number one thing.
But it's more common to be a guy working on an oil rig than it is to be an underwater welder.
Yeah.
There's more of them.
Yeah,
But then
well,
when I
and
see
it's-
that
you've-
job site and you see the guys working on it, I was like, oh, dude, I knew a guy that went out to work on the rigs, and within like a month, he saw a dude's head get fully crushed, and
fuck
he
yeah,
came
man.
back with full-blown
That's
PTSD.
the reason one of my brother doesn't work. He was working on service rigs and like in actual like rigging and shit and like doing all the crazy roughneck stuff. And fucking he almost died because Buddy didn't clamp it properly, and then the fucking thing launched. And he said he was like this far away, probably about like 4 inches from the fucking thing, smoking
Oh,
his
it's
head.
crazy, dude.
Oh yeah, man.
I couldn't fucking do it.
Things under so much pressure, and then it just fucking snaps. It's one of the videos you'd watch, and it gets sent to your WhatsApp.
Yeah.
You're like, oh fuck, bro, look at this.
Do they make you watch the horror shit?
No, they don't. They show you like a little like safety things where they're like, "Hey, man, this is what would happen," but it's just out of.
They
like,
should show you one head getting fucking meloned.
Well, when you go and do your fall arrest, like your harness, man, they show what happens if it's not done properly and you fall, dude, and then fucking literally the thing like goat wired up like this. His testicles were hanging out. His fucking full blown thigh. Like the strap literally basically cut this whole carotid artery. Both these, he bled out while he was hanging.
Send me that. Send me that.
Like this. This whole body's all crumped up. This thing shot up. Like his hips popped out. Everything. It's nasty. Oh yeah,
sounds alright.
But that's almost what you have to do is like show these guys and be like,
you gotta
this is what
scare
happened. Well, for sure, dude.
Dude, it's scary enough. Just the prospect of having to be out there. I know. I got good
man.
buddies that have done it, and not for me.
No.
But they say it's financial, Danny. It's all fucking. A lot of it is money, which is money is the beast. So let me ask you, Danny, what do you do right now? $10 million.
What do I do with $10 million?
What do you do with $10 million? And none of that. No, don't give me the fucking invest. Like it just.
No,
what do you do with your $10 million?
What I'm gonna do with $10 million is I'm gonna pay off everything that's in my immediate family. So like many bills my bro got, so I'll probably just toss them straight.
All right, so now you got $900 left. What are you doing with it?
I'm buying 6 crispy Credo Trump wraps.
Okay, what the fuck was that?
Crispy
Credo Crump wraps?
Trump wraps, I think I said. Crispy Kremo, that's how much? I would just, everything on black. No, I guess I'll pay off that, and then I'll probably have, like, majority, like, of $9 million left. And then I give my parents, my dad $1 million, my mom $1 million, my brother $1 million. I guess I'd toss Nikki money and be like, just buy this farm and all the shit you need. And then if I'm incorporating her into this fantasy. And then what I would do with the rest of it, I'd probably just get all my closest friends. And then I'd be like, fuck it. We're balling out. And we're going to an all-inclusive for like a week. And then just get fucking wrecked.
Fuck yeah.
And then all the money left over, I'll probably just take a chunk, buy a piece of property in Edmonton, and then see how much money I have left over. And then at half that, put that into investments, and then just live off the rest for a little bit.
Very responsible of you.
Yeah.
Everything you just said.
Yeah.
I'm going to go down to the ponies, okay? And I am going to try to double that money.
Oh, dude, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to put like at least $300K away for crypto just to blow.
I'm going to take my $10 million. I'm going to lose it immediately and then kill myself. No, dude, I want to buy big fucking. I want to buy fucking 200 acres of property. I want a bunker on there, not a doomsday bunker, not a fucking doomsday bunker. No. I want a bunker just for me to go down and quietly hang out. Okay?
Yeah, just for you to scream.
Doomsday? Yeah, you're right, dude.
Doomsday's Thursday.
Yeah, Doomsday. No, Doomsday. I'm fucking dude. If I ever saw a meteorite hurling towards the earth, I want to be out there wearing a robe and I want to open my arms to it.
Oh, dude, if that's what I play.
I want to open my arms to it, dude. The little belt blowing in the wind.
In the silence, here comes the doom.
Yeah,
doom, and just doom is what we got. Here comes the doom, and then it just fucking smokes you like Majora's Mask, where the meteorites just staring at you like the moon's coming closer.
I want to embrace it,
dude. If the world's ending, bro, I'm smoking crack.
But why does that have to be like the thing? That's going to be an uncomfortable ending.
Nah, dude. For me, I think it's going to be legit.
I'd rather you just smoke crack here, where you're under in a room where you're loved, and you're under my roof, and I can see you do it.
But if I like it, then it's like now I'm just a crackhead.
I guess, but like, I don't know, crack's not the fucking way to go. Everybody's like, I'd bang heroin. It's like, really? You're going to spend your fucking last 7 hours nupped out on a fucking couch?
That's the thing. Where
your eyes rolling to the back of your head? Fuck that.
The asteroid, I want to look at it and go, ooh, daddy.
Tell you what I wouldn't do, get a fucking little prop plane. How many guys with a fuck ton of money end up dying flying their own single-seater plane? Just happened this week. Tyler Perry's like the executive of his whole production company.
Was it, though? Was it? Though a lot of money going on in Tyler Perry, especially with Diddy. Diddy.
Oh, it could be a diddler thing. No, but it happened to fucking. Well, I told you I had a principal that got lost at sea too in a little plane. But a lot of these guys with money.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
You had a principal that lost at sea in a little prop plane. You think I would remember that, Jarrett? Good old Mr. Prettyluck getting lost on a prop plane in the
there was
Seven Island Lake.
There was a principal. This was after I'd graduated. I wasn't going to that school anymore, but he'd been my principal for years.
Okay, yeah.
And he went flying in his little plane.
Where was he flying?
Over last that they knew, he was flying out over
Where'd
Georgian.
the signal get lost?
Georgian Bay.
Georgian Bay.
Get this. Takes off, flies away. Very tragic. He was actually a very nice guy.
Sure he was.
This is my
So
point.
much the Lord
this is not
wanted him.
fucking worth it getting in a plane.
So much the Lord
wanted him back.
Yeah, I wanted him to teach his disciples.
No, this guy went flying and he disappeared and they had no idea what happened to him. And then I don't know how long, maybe like 4 or 5 days later, pieces of his plane started washing up on Georgian Bay.
Shit.
Yeah.
What about the body?
The body?
Yeah.
Never found.
A little
So
DB
we
Cooper.
don't know. No, I don't know. It might have been. I think that. But like truly like fucked up. And then Doc Holliday, the fucking Roy Halladay from the fucking Blue Jays, he died fucking like 5-6 years ago whipping around in his little plane. He was pilled out though, and he was hot dogging.
Oh, for
He was
sure.
hot dogging. There were people on the water that were watching him. He was doing a little fucking dippity doos for them, and he was all pilled out of his mind. And he crashed a little different. But a lot of these guys with money end up getting little airplanes and fucking die, dude.
That's like the total 180. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh yeah. Both full of people. Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh shit! And then you find out
yo.
it's Doc.
Yo, you still got that on tape?
Yeah, that was fucking was tragic too. That guy
Doc
was a
Holliday
goddamn
took
legend.
a very long vacation.
What?
Doc Holliday took a long vacation.
What do you mean?
No, he's dead.
I like that the Lord wanted the principal back, but Doc's just on a trip. Hey, he's coming back.
Oh, he's hot dogging.
He's coming back.
You know where hot dogs go?
Down Joey Chestnut's fucking gullet. I'll tell you
They
that.
also go to hell to get roasted.
Oh, true. Dude, Joey Chestnut set another world record this
He's
week.
back, baby. I
21
saw that.
pounds of shrimp.
Scrimps.
Like, here's the thing. I like that you could just eat a bunch of anything. They're like, new world record. It's like, nobody was trying that. Nobody was trying that. To just say this guy fucking, he smashed the world record for shrimp.
They all get to 19 pounds? Oh.
You can do
I'm too
anything.
full.
I want to see him do fucking like 15 dozen oysters.
I think he should do it like...
You can do way more than that,
he
obviously.
should do themed. He should do Joey Chestnut goes around the world, and then everywhere he eats, like he's like has to fucking eat like goes to Italy, a bunch of pasta or a bunch of pizza. Goes to imagine him.
I mean, that's a good TV show.
How many
I don't think he has
samosas
the
can he
personality
eat?
for it.
How
but-
many samosas can Joey Chestnut stuff down his gully?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I want to know. Spring rolls? What are we doing?
Well, can he wet them? Can he wet the spring rolls? Can he dunk them like a fucking hot dog?
Sure, why not?
Or drink?
Why did he dunk the shrimp?
I don't know how he was eating the shrimp. I haven't watched the video yet. I'm not ready. I find it fucking
Where he's
disgusting.
just face. He
It's
just
fucking
takes it like,
disgusting.
It's almost takes you flashbacks. If I want to watch that, it's actually Joey Chestnut and the start of Splice or whatever the movie is.
Yeah.
When he's eating all the prawns. Substance.
Oh, substance.
Joey
Yeah.
Chestnut's in the substance. So what you want to do is you want to dash it with the water.
No, but dude, it's just it's funny that you
Do you
can
think
just
you can do-
house anything.
What's
in
the most you think you could do?
of what shrimp?
Just anything, I guess, because you were saying that you wanted to throw up the other day.
Yeah, but that was just something wasn't sitting right with me. I can eat a lot, but not at all at a competition fucking rate. Like even like I don't know if I would have the balls to put myself up against that like $200 steak to get my name on a fucking
Really?
to get my face on the wall of a restaurant. Depends, dude. Like certain ones I don't think I could do.
I saw a poutine place in Montreal, I think it is, or somewhere.
I've seen the largest poutine thing.
It's like 10.
And there's a guy on
poutine.
YouTube that goes and he fucking dusts it.
He does. He
Yeah.
eats it.
Mm-hmm. There's always somebody that can do it,
Yeah.
but it's gross.
I would do all you can eat ribs. I would do.
Dude, no, you're talking about I would do all you can eat any fucking meat. But it's like could I challenge somebody who can really eat in terms of like I doubt it.
Imagine if you go to an all you can eat and you don't. It's not all you can eat till you throw up. Like that's Buddy's thing. Where he goes,
that's a
no,
good
I
one
mean,
too.
It's all you can eat. You got to eat it. You got to throw up.
But you also have to eat a certain volume to hit the free. That also has to be in part of it. So if you throw up, it's not free.
No.
But you also have to eat a certain amount before it becomes free.
I can do it.
So there's a nice little window in there.
I'll do it. Soft little spot, Buck. Like, you got to press B for a max power shot.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right, Danny, listen, buddy. I know you got the busy night here chasing that fly around the apartment, but Daddy's got 3 shows, so I got to get out of here.
You got 3?
Yeah.
Good for you. I wish I had
Thanks,
that.
buddy.
No worries.
It's
fucking city.
It's okay. I'm going to go eat shit 3 times. I haven't been feeling good up there. But I'm going to, I intend to just go and make the best of this, dude.
Yeah.
And I intend to make it back here before you fall asleep so I can watch you hit the apple.
You hit the apple in my eye.
Yeah. And yeah, dude, I'm just going to focus on trying to have a good night tonight. We got a busy week. We got to lay down a bunch of podcasts. I want to do it right. Today was a tough day. Today was a bad.
We showed up to the office, buddy, and we did it.
Today was a bad energy day, but we got through it. And I think that, again, we love you guys for fucking sticking around.
We love you sticking around.
We love you guys.
Helping us do it. We try and give the best. Sometimes it's not the best. Sometimes it is better than what the best was. But at the end of the day, we're giving it to you.
Yeah, sometimes.
We're giving it to you. We're enjoying it. Jared's been a little bit down here.
But I intend to bring my best energy this week. I intend to get myself from a
There you go. Got a little smile on you.
A 6.2 up to let's get me up to a 7.5 this week, okay? Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Don't you leave it for when I go.
Yeah.
All the lights are knocked over, the cameras are smashed. Like you're chasing it like a cat.
Sitting on the corner.
Yeah, the TV's ripped off the fucking wall.
Just looking at
I got him.
One fly goes down and another one appears.
I just intend to tackle this week with positivity. I'm going to try to be present and actually enjoy myself and have a good time and bang out all the work we got to do.
Oh, yeah.
That's it for me. Go ahead,
brother. That's good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to do the full flow purge of this room. I'm going to get it down. Going to get it down to a nice, reasonable level. Going to enjoy the last bit of shows here next week that I have, and then as well as I'm going to focus on being able to recenter and repivot. I feel like I've gotten too intergrained into this household a little bit, and we're going to break through from that and enjoy the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
All right, man. God bless you, Danny. God
you.
bless you guys.
And God bless America.
Ta-ta, motherfuckers.
Later.